Victor Osimhen has finally decided on his next club, and it's a big one. Plus, Manchester United are ready to splash the cash, preparing a 70 million bid for a key midfield target. And hold on to your hats because Al Ittihad are looking to pull off a double signing from Barcelona. All this and much more in today's issue, and you do not forget to put a like, click on the bell and subscribe. You done yet? Then we can get started. Antoine Griezmann, future remains uncertain as Premier League and MLS clubs show strong interest in the Atletico Madrid star. Despite Griezmann's desire to stay at Atletico, where he recently became the club's all-time leading scorer, the $15 million release clause in his contract has attracted significant attention from English and American clubs. Griezmann, who scored 24 goals and provided 8 assists in 48 appearances across all competitions this season, has stated, "I want to stay at Atletico. I made a great effort to return and be accepted. I am fine there. For me, it is a source of pride, and I want it to be my last club in Europe." However, the financial power of Premier League clubs and the growing appeal of MLS could prove difficult for the French international to resist. Atletico are already considering a contract renewal to extend Griezmann's stay at the Wanda Metropolitano, with his current deal running until June 2026. The 2018 World Cup winner remains focused on his duties with the French national team and Atletico Madrid for now, but a strong showing at Euro 2024 could further increase interest in the talented forward. It's set to be an intriguing summer for Antoine Griezmann. Manchester United are prepared to make a big statement in the transfer market this summer. The Red Devils are immediately willing to pay a max sum of $60–70 million to secure the services of Atalanta midfielder Teun Koopmeiners. Liverpool have been linked with the Dutch international in recent months, but it seems United's new owner, Jim Ratcliffe, is looking to make a major coup and beat their rivals to Koopmeiners' signature. The 26-year-old has developed into one of Serie A's standout midfielders, proving to be an influential Atalanta. In the 2023-24 season, Koopmeiners scored an impressive 12 goals and provided 5 assists in the league. Former Ajax legend Ruud Krol has high praise for Koopmeiners, stating, "Koop is a great player. He has an international caliber and is the starter in the Dutch national team. I certainly see him doing well at a big club." With Casemiro potentially on his way out of Old Trafford, having reportedly said his goodbyes, United may need to focus on strengthening their midfield this summer. Koopmeiners could be the perfect addition. Juventus are also keen on the Dutchman, with technical director Cristiano Giuntoli working hard on a deal. Juventus are willing to offer €40 million plus a player, with Dean Huijsen being the only one attracting Atalanta's interest so far. However, it seems Manchester United are ready to blow the competition out of the water with their €70 million offer. If they can bring in both Koopmeiners and João Neves, it could be a significant step in rebuilding their midfield with youth and quality. Napoli have launched their pursuit of Romelu Lukaku, submitting an initial offer to Chelsea. However, the Partenape's bid falls significantly short of the Blues' valuation. Chelsea are open to offloading Lukaku, who spent last season on loan at Roma. Their stance is clear: meet the $48 million release clause or walk away. Antonio Conte, newly appointed at the helm of Napoli, is keen to reunite with Lukaku, having previously worked wonders with the Belgian at Inter. La Repubblica suggests an opening bid of $15 million plus $3 million in add-ons has been tabled. While Lukaku is reportedly open to joining forces with Conte again, AC Milan are also circling. The 31-year-old hasn't ruled out a future move to Anderlecht or even a switch to Saudi Arabia. After a successful loan spell at Roma, 21 goals in 47 appearances, Lukaku clearly still has plenty to offer in Serie A. However, for this transfer saga to progress, Napoli will need to dig deeper into their pockets and present a more compelling offer to Chelsea. Barcelona are working against the clock to operate under the 1-1 rule in the summer transfer window, which is crucial for securing top-tier reinforcements. To achieve this, the club must address departures, particularly in defence. Hansi Flick will have 8 centre-backs at his disposal during pre-season: Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Inigo Martinez, Andreas Christensen, Pau Cubarsí, Clément Lenglet returning from Aston Villa, Eric Garcia back from Girona, and Mika Faye, who Deco wants in the first team. With 4 centre-backs considered sufficient for a balanced squad, Barcelona should find new clubs for 4 of them, or at least 3 if Koundé is counted as a full-back. Pau Cubarsí, who recently renewed until 2027 with a €500 million release clause, and Andreas Christensen, valued for his versatility, are untouchable. However, Lenglet does not feature in the club's plans, and despite offers from Saudi Arabia, he prefers to stay in Europe. Inigo Martinez, whose second year of contract is not guaranteed, will be helped by the club to find a new destination. The futures of Araujo, Koundé, Garcia and Faye depend on market movements. Araujo, with interest from Man United, Chelsea and Bayern, could leave for over €80 million, but Flick has requested his continuity. Al Ittihad are on the hunt for a top-level centre-back and have identified Barcelona's Jules Koundé as one of their main targets, as reported by Marca and confirmed by Sport. The Saudi Arabian club is serious about their pursuit and has inquired about the Frenchman's price. With Barcelona facing an excess of centre-backs, Al Ittihad believe there is a favourable scenario to convince the Blaugrana to sell. However, Koundé's case is complex, as he has primarily played as a right-back at Barca, and new coach Hansi Flick is comfortable with an offensive profile fullback paired with a more defensive one. Despite this, Barcelona's economic situation may force them to make some painful sales. Initial conversations between Barca and Al Ittihad regarding Koundé have taken place, but negotiations have not yet begun. The player, currently focused on the European Championship with France, will have a significant say in his future and has previously expressed a preference for playing as a centre-back. Barcelona paid €50 million plus €5 million in variables for Koundé, who is only 25 years old and has a contract until 2027. Last summer, he hinted at a possible departure due to his desire for more minutes in his natural position. With Barca not considering him untouchable, a proposal that benefits all parties could lead to a move. Another player on Al Ittihad's radar is Andreas Christensen. The Danish centre-back, who has played in both defence and midfield under Xavi, arrived on a free transfer and could generate considerable profits if sold. Newcastle previously showed interest, and now it remains to be seen if he will be one of the sacrificed players. Al Ittihad's sporting director, Ramon Planes, who initially wanted to bring Christensen to Barca on loan from Chelsea, holds the player in high regard. While the Saudi club would love to sign Ronald Araujo, they currently view the Uruguayan as an impossible target. Al Ittihad are focusing on the most feasible options, and with the right offer, Koundé and Christensen could be on the transfer. Paris Saint-Germain are making moves in the transfer market as they look to secure the services of Napoli's star striker Victor Osimhen. PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi and his directors have been in direct contact with Napoli chief Aurelio De Laurentiis to discuss a potential deal. Osimhen has been a key figure in Napoli's success, playing a crucial role in their Scudetto triumph last season. Despite some troubles on the pitch this term, the Nigerian international has maintained his impressive form, attracting interest from a host of top clubs across Europe. Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United are among the clubs keen on signing Osimhen this summer, but it seems PSG are now in pole position. The strong relationship between Al-Khelaifi and De Laurentiis could prove pivotal in the negotiations. Napoli are holding out for Osimhen's €120–130 million release clause to be activated, with De Laurentiis making it clear that no discounts will be offered. PSG's need for a statement signing has increased following the recent departure of Kylian Mbappé, and they are ready to meet the asking price. According to reports from Italian outlet Il Mattino, negotiations between Napoli and PSG are reaching an advanced stage, indicating Osimhen's imminent transfer to the French capital. PSG are reportedly prepared to offer the striker a lucrative 4-year contract worth €13 million per season. Osimhen himself has expressed his desire to leave Napoli this summer, with his camp set to assess all possible options in the coming week. Despite interest from Chelsea, it seems the Blues are no longer in the running for his signature. As the transfer window progresses, it appears that Victor Osimhen's future lies away from Napoli, with PSG leading the race to secure one of the world's most sought-after strikers. Florian Wirtz, the Bayer Leverkusen sensation, has been on the radar of several top European clubs, but it seems that Real Madrid has taken the lead in the race for his signature. According to sources close to the situation, the Spanish giants have been working on a potential deal for months, with the aim of securing the German international's services in 2025. Despite interest from other clubs, including Barcelona, Real Madrid remains confident in their approach and believe that their message has resonated with the player himself. The club has a clear vision for the operation and is unwilling to deviate from their plan, even in the face of challenges and rumours circulating in the media. Reports in Germany suggest that there is already a commitment between Real Madrid and Wirtz, with figures of around €150 million being mentioned as the potential transfer fee. This aligns with comments made by Bayer Leverkusen's general manager, Fernando Caro, on Radio Marca several months ago. It is worth noting that Wirtz's future is independent of that of his current coach, Xabi Alonso. While they have a strong understanding on the pitch, their careers and decisions are separate. Understand that Khvicha Kvaratskhelia is now expected to sign a new contract with Napoli, turning his back on a previous agreement to join Paris Saint-Germain this summer. Gazzetta dello Sport reports that Kvaratskhelia had discussed a potential move with PSG and agreed to join the French. However, the Georgian winger is now locked in negotiations with Napoli over a contract extension that could see him earn up to €5 million per season. Napoli are determined to keep hold of their star man, especially with the uncertainty surrounding the future of striker Victor Osimhen, who is attracting significant interest from top clubs. The Italian club are working on extending Kvaratskelia's current deal, which runs until 2027 and could include a release clause to protect both the player and the club. The exact duration of the new contract is yet to be determined. Last season, Kvaratskhelia scored 11 goals and provided 9 assists across all competitions, a notable decrease from his previous campaign where he netted 14 times and laid on 17 assists. Meanwhile, Kvaratskhelia is set to represent Georgia at Euro 2024. The underdogs face Montenegro in their final warm-up game on today before heading to Germany, where they will face Turkey, Czech Republic and Portugal in the group stages.